Hello students, today I will start the second chapter, that is flower. So before that we have discussed about the first chapter, that is leaves, and these chapters, that is flower, has divided into two parts. One is the flower and the second part is the reproduction part. So flower is basically it is the reproductive part of the plant body, and it is the most important part meant for multiplications of the species. Okay, so flower is the you can say that the another definition of flower. So flower is the most coloring part of the plant body, and this flower has basically four parts, that is, one is the calyx, second is corolla, third is androecium, and fourth is gynoecium. The most important point of your point of view, that is, when the four part of this flower is present or available in a plant, that time it is called the complete flower. Okay, so one by one I will discuss the fourth part, that is calyx. First is calyx, second is corolla, third is androecium, and the fourth is gynoecium. Remember, the androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower, and gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower. Okay, so what is calyx? So calyx is the outermost whorl composed of green and leaf-like structures called the sepals. See the diagram. So this is called calyx. This part is called calyx. Here is the calyx is present. Actually calyx actually contain the sepals, or you can the sepal. See, so this is called sepal. So this part, the green leaf-like structures, so this is basically your sepals, and sepals is actually included in the calyx part. So calyx is the most outermost whorl composed of green leaf-like structures called sepals. So this part actually is called the whole part. This whole part actually is called your calyx. Okay. Second is corolla. So corolla is the next inner whorl composed of brightly colored part called petals. So you have seen this the bright part of the plant, that is basically your petals. So this part actually your petals, this bright part. Suppose that this figure is red color flower, so this red color things actually is your petals, and this petal actually included in corolla part. Okay, and this being what is the reasons of these petals? So this petal part actually bright part, so easily many kind of insects are being attracted towards these petals and for pollinations. Okay, now the third is, that is your androecium part. So what is androecium? So actually androecium is the third whorl inner to the corolla. So this is your androecium. So androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower, and this androecium actually consists of two parts. One part is called anther, and the second part is called your filament. So where is anther? See, this is the figure. So this part actually your androecium part. So this part actually your androecium part, and this part this is the part. See, so this is the part actually called anther, and this part actually called filament, and the whole thing actually your androecium part. So this anther produce the powdery substance consisting of tiny structures called pollen grains. So anther contain the pollen grains. So these things I will discuss later on. So see these things first. So this part actually your androecium part, and this part actually your anther, and this part your filament, and all the things actually your androecium. This is the male part. This is this is the male part. This is the male part. This is the male. This is the male. This is the male. This is the male. And this part actually your anther, and this part actually your filament. Okay. Okay. And next, coming to the point, that is your gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female part, or you can say the female reproductive part. It consists of carpel and the another part, that is your ovary. So this part actually your ovary, and this stigma. So this part actually your ovary, and this part actually your style, and this part actually your stigma, and this part actually your ovule. Whole the thing, this is stigma, and this is style, and the ovary is called the carpel. So now coming to the, let us discuss it. So gynoecium is the innermost central part of the flower, and this it is represent the female reproductive part, and consists of flux shaped organ. This is the flux shaped organ, and this flux shaped organ actually you are called this flux shaped organ is called, what is called, this is called the ovary, and this ovary contains one part that is called your ovule, and this part knob-like part, this knob-like part actually called your stigma, and the ovary contain many of the ovules. Whenever the female gamete is present inside the ovules and ovary finally develop into seeds and fruit respectively. Okay, so this is all about your gynosium. So mainly gynosium actually is the female reproductive part, and your male reproductive part is your, what is your male reproductive part? Androsium. So androsium consists of two parts, that is your anther, another is filament, and your female reproductive part, that is that actually consists of three parts, that is your stigma, this is your knob-like structure, that is your stigma, and the style, this is called style, and this is called your ovary. This is whole part thing is called ovary, and this is actually your ovule. Okay, now whenever the pollination is occur, that time the many of the anther will come into this stigma part, and this style actually carried the whole pollen grains towards this ovule, or after that the what will follow, the reproduction, or you can say that the fertilization is happened into this, and after there many of the seeds will or many kind of pollination will occur. Okay, so now coming to the point, that is your complete and incomplete flower. See students, what is complete flower? See, complete flower, a flower consisting of the four wholer, that is your calyx, another is your corolla, another is stamen, and carpel is called the complete flower. Example, the mustard, China rose, and pea. And in some flowers one or more wholers may be missing, such flower is called your incomplete flower. Example, the date plum and the mulberry. So these are the example of the incomplete flower. So complete flower which contains the four parts, that is your complete flower, and sometimes the whole some of the these four part, some are missed, and that time this flower actually is called the incomplete flower. Okay, now coming to the point, what is the bisexual and unisexual flowers? See, the bisexual flowers means some plants have both the male and female carpels, that is the reproduction part is present, that time is called your bisexual flower. Bisexual flower means the two types of gamete is present, that is the male gamete and the female gamete. So that time actually is called your bisexual flower. And the unisexual means the only one part is there, that means one part is present, that time actually is called your unisexual flower. That is example of the cucumber, gourd, that is the example of the unisexual flower. So this is the bisexual flower. Okay, so now coming to the point, what is the function of the flower? So first of all, role in reproduction and multiplication, ornamental value it has, and source of food, that is the nectar. Nectar is the one part that is the serve as a food for insects. So in nature the sexual reproduction occur plants as well as in minerals. It is one of the most important or common method for reproduction. So function, so what is the function? Role of reproduction and multiplications, ornamental value, and the source of food. So these are the functions of the flower.